Good win. We'll take it. That's for sure. And Temple's a very good team. Very, very good team. Pepper is a great player. DeCozy's a great player. Cummings is a great player. Obviously, they're extremely well coached. I was very proud of Austin Nichols, 17, 12, and 7. He was a monster. Shaq Goodwin, the second half, was really good. Joe Jackson had a great stat line, 12, 8, and 5, but him and Chris Crawford combined 13 assists and only 4 turnovers. I thought Chris Crawford, the second half, did a good job of attacking the paint. Kept, driving. I thought Dixon gave us good minutes, hit some big shots for us. Jaron Johnson, the first half, I thought was excellent. I thought he was excellent the first half, and David Pelham was solid. But, hey, we won the game. We can't shoot free throws like that because if we do, it's going to come back to bite us in the butt. So we got to be able to make our free throws, and we got to make our free throws. There's no question on that. But Temple's a very, very good team. That's a heck of a win. The crowd was great, especially in some times when we were down 63-59. I thought the crowd got us back over the hump to get us back where we needed to get to. So the crowd was very important for us to give us a big boost. So, hey, win 21, and there is no such thing as a bad win.
Coach, talk about the effort from Austin and just how much better is this team when he's playing that way. I know he's not going to have 20, 12, and 7 every night, but when his offense is clicking, he's getting rebounds, making plays defensively. He was
terrific. I mean, he was terrific tonight, and he was he made some big plays, and he had man rebounds, tough, hard-nosed rebounds. He was a high-level guy, very, very high-level guy. I mean, we're just a really, really good team when he can play like that, And Temple hit some great shots that second half. I mean, they hit some great shots, those 3-point shots. I mean, and then Cummings did a great job the first half to keep Temple close. I mean, Cummings really made some plays. So, but Austin was really, really good.
Next question.
Shaq, obviously 2 points in the first half, but 18 in the second half. Did you say anything to him at halftime, and how did his plan change at least in order to perform the way he did?
Yeah, we got those 2 fouls, so we got in foul trouble, and then and we just we kept feeding the ball. I mean, we took 8 threes the first half, and in 25 minutes of basketball the second half we only took 6. So we just got to keep attacking inside. I mean, we're going to shoot some threes, and we've got to be able to make them. And we had some good looks. We've got to be able to, again, play through the post, go inside out, and keep attacking inside.
Well, that being said, you had 56 paint points. I mean, you had to be happy.
That was a big thing for us. 56. We had. We're in Temple. They 17-0. We got them on second chance points. They got us 17-9 on second chance points. We got to do a better job on the offensive rebounds. On their offensive rebounds, our defensive rebounds, but having 56 points in the paint, I think we lead the country of all power conferences. We lead the country in paint points average. So we average, I think, 44 a game. So we were above our average, which is really good. And 21 assists on 35 made field goals. So that again, as you know, I've said it many times, we're third in the country in assists. So. And then us only having 11 turnovers in 45 minutes of basketball was good.
You pulled Austin there, like in the first 5 minutes, he didn't really get back on a defense.
I thought Austin was awful the first 5 minutes, and I just told him, I said, either you can't play in this game if your head's not into it. You can't play in this game. So I just told him, either you just tell me right now if you don't want to play, just sit right here and watch the game, and you got a good seat. Said I don't have time to wait for you. And then, and he says, Coach, I'm ready. And then I put him back in, and he was a monster. But first 5 minutes he wasn't ready to play.
Next question.
Josh, they basically played 5 players, and you go overtime. They got 3 guys playing over 40. They didn't seem gassed at all. Were you happy with the pace of the game? Because it seemed like these guys were fresh when maybe you could have forced them to have to go a little bit deeper onto that bench with guys that don't play. And
so what do you want me to do, Greg? You want me to press and give up a couple threes? The second half, there were some things where they were shooting threes, and I didn't want to give up. We were pressing them sometimes. They hit some threes that they just hit some threes, and we only played. If you look at our stats, we played about 7 guys as well too. And really, you look at it, we really played 6 guys with the amount of minutes. I mean, so you have Shaq Austin over 30 minutes, Joe and Chris over 40 minutes. So there's 4 guys right there. So, you know, we won the game. So whatever we did with the tempo, we did it well enough to win the game. Anyone who thinks that everyone needs to get out of their head that we're going to just go smash teams by 30, this is not Little League basketball. This is the American. This is a very, very good basketball league from top to bottom. And anyone can't see that, you got to get, you got to get with it. Everybody's got to get with it that this is what it is in this day and age. The American, everyone's good. I'm not saying to you, Greg, I'm just saying in general, because I've had people say this and that, the score, Rutgers. Hey, stop. Don't bring that to me, people, please. This is a great league. Everyone's good from top to bottom. They've all got good players. We are not playing in the high school league of basketball. This is the American, which at one time had 5 teams ranked. And it's not just the upper 5 teams. 1 to 10, everyone is well coached, everyone's got good players, and every night in, night out, it's going to be a hard fought to try to win a game. There is no gimmies, period. And that's just how it's going to be. So media, fans, accept it. One of the most spiritual words that you can have in life is acceptance. And you've got to just accept it. And where are we at with the league we're in?
Obviously, Pepper.
And I still love you, Greg. You know you're my guy. You know.
Obviously, Pepper was, you know, a point of emphasis coming in. But
that wasn't at you, Greg. That was just in a general consensus, because I had more people after the Rutgers game tell me, how could you only win by 5 against Rutgers? Are you kidding me? Rutgers, they're a good team. Stop looking at their record. Stop looking at. I'm frustrated by some of these teams' RPIs because they're better than that. That's what's frustrating. I mean, Rutgers is better, has better. They should be better with their RPI. Central Florida is better than their RPI. Temple's better than their RPI. They've maybe been hit with some injury bugs, some other things here and there. There are better teams than that. I promise you. They're so well coached with really good players. This American is, I think it's, if it's not the best, it's sure that one of the 2 or 3 best leagues in the country. There's just no doubt about it. I've been saying it from day one. I'll tell you this. SMU will be picked to win the league next year, and Temple will be picked to finish 2nd and or 3rd in the league. I'm just telling you that right now. Temple's got everyone back but Pepper. They've got 3 or 4 guys sitting out due to injury and or transfers. They're going to be loaded next year. So the league will actually be deeper next year than it is this year, because you know, SMU and everyone else in these teams who maybe are moving forward are going to be really, really good next year. Go ahead.
Can you just talk about the trio from Temple, DeCourcy, Cummings, and Pepper, and how difficult it was to contain them?
Yeah, they're really good. I've been saying all along that DeCourcy and Pepper are good enough to single-handedly beat you. Those 2 guys are good enough to beat you. And Cummings is a really good player as well too. I mean, he didn't play well against us the first time because he just came off of a concussion. Versus the game versus Rutgers or versus South Florida before we played him the first time. Cummings is very good, had a great first half, kept them in at the first half at 18 of their 32 points. But DeCourcy and Pepper can single-handedly win you games. Those guys are really good, and Cummings is really good. I mean, he's a speed guard, so they're just an elite team. I mean, they are. I'm just telling you, they're better than their record. Fran Dunphy's won 475 games. The guy's just a masterful tactician and a masterful coach, and they've been hit a little bit with the injury bug, but this is a very, very good team we played.
You talk about freshmen hitting walls and that sort of thing. Do you think Austin is past that? I know it's just one performance, but you had to be pretty happy with where he is.
Well, he's a confidence guy, Austin, and so when he plays like that, he was aggressive. He was aggressive. When he's aggressive, he's better. When he's aggressive and just plays full throttle, he's a high-level guy. Okay, thank you.